So you just started running YouTube ads, your click-through rate's not too bad, your view rate's not too bad, the ad is getting clicks and we're getting traffic to the landing page, but for some reason people are just not opting in. You're getting like 100, 200 clicks, even more per day, but you're getting very little or even no leads, right? And so what we're gonna do in this video is break down why this could be happening for you. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to list reasons from most likely to least likely as to why this is happening to you in your YouTube ads campaign. Now, some of the stuff that I'm teaching you also can apply to Facebook, but for this video, it's specifically pertaining to YouTube ads. So it might be a little bit of a different check for Facebook, but the same principles apply here as well. So let's go ahead and get started. One of the main reasons people tend to not get leads in their campaign is because they do not let these ads actually cook. Okay, what I mean by that is that they don't let these ads run and get past that bid strategy learning phase, okay? The way that Google works is that it gets data and it processes it and makes decisions based off of its AI, but it needs data. AI will not give you good results if it doesn't have good data to back it off of, right? Imagine if ChatGPT did not have all the information it has on the world and then you asked it to write you a video script. It would put something terrible, right? So it needs the data there in order to make good decisions on the kind of people that it needs to target, right? So in the beginning, especially with a fresh ad account, it doesn't know what it's doing. You got to let it learn, okay? So you might end up having to burn a few $100s, but in reality, that $100 or like that $1,000, whatever it is that it's spending, it's all part of the cost of running YouTube ads, right? You can't be too frugal with this kind of thing. Basic rule of thumb when it comes to YouTube ads is the more budget you have, the less time it will take for you to make decisions, okay? So if you decide to run at $100 a day, then it might take a week in order for you to really get the amount of data that you want to make decisions. But if you double that or triple that, of course there is a barrier because at some point, the budget, like if you decide to spend $2,000 a day, you got to make sure your targeting is on point. But if you're doing $200, $300 a day from $100 a day, you're going to just get more data to work with and you can make decisions faster, okay? There is a limit, but it is there and that's something to keep in mind, okay? So number 2 is that your ad is incongruent with your opt-in page, okay? And there's another reason that kind of attaches to this as well, but that's something to keep in mind, okay? Your ad and your opt-in page have to align in their messaging and their call to action, okay? One thing that's really good, a tip that I learned from Brian Moncada, he actually says to put a video or a picture of the landing page that they're going to land on in the YouTube ad itself so that then people know exactly what's going to happen when they click, okay? Make the directions very clear as to where these people are going to go after they click. Okay, you don't want any questions or anything like that, okay? Make sure the headline is simple. Make sure the subheadline, if you got one, is simple. Make sure the description is simple. Don't overstimulate them. Don't do all of this extra stuff, right? And that's another thing to keep in mind. With that opt-in page, you want to make sure things are very simple, okay? The trend now is simple. You don't actually need a video on your opt-in page. For most of my clients, what we're doing is actually just running a simple headline, maybe a subheadline, a GIF, just like a GIF with like a fake play button on it that when you click it, it leads to to pop up an opt-in, or a picture with that sort of thing, a GIF or a picture, it doesn't really matter, right? The whole point is that's very simple. People have nowhere else like to distract them to go. They know that they need to put their name, email, and phone number to access whatever they're trying to access, right? And you want to keep that messaging with the ad congruent to that opt-in page. This is the other thing. A lot of people, when they're running ads, they keep thinking in a funnel kind of Russell Brunson mindset, okay? Where it's like, okay, if there's a problem with the opt-in, then the opt-in's the problem, not the ad, because if the ad is doing good, then that means the opt-in should be doing good, and we just got to tweak the opt-in, right? But in your ad, you could be pitching something else, and that is getting a bunch of clicks and doing really well, but your opt-in, since it's not selling that same thing or doesn't have that same messaging, and if you were to change it, it would be something completely different, that the real problem there is the ad. You're not getting any opt-ins, even though your ad is doing really, really good, then you have to look at your ad and like really look at it and see if there's anything you can do to make that better, for the opt-in, okay? Make it more aligned with the opt-in. Because I've had clients where I've run ads and they've gotten 1.5 click-through rate, 2 click-through rate, and for some reason people are just not opting in, even though the opt-in page says the exact same thing, right? And sometimes it's just the ad, sometimes it's the messaging in the ad, sometimes it's just the actual call to action in that ad. Okay, in some ads, a lot of time what happens is that there's a lack of a call to action. So like maybe it's a 3-minute ad and there's no call to action, 1.5 minutes in. And even though people are clicking, they don't know what's supposed to happen after they click because they haven't gotten to that call to action, which is why it's really important to have many call to actions throughout the ad as you get to the end of the ad, so that people know that even if they click early because they're excited or they just want to learn more, they already know what they're supposed to do. So having a call to action a minute in or 30 seconds in, depending on how long the ad is very important, and you should be doing that with your ads. And that's something to just keep in mind when you're paying attention to the opt-in. Make sure you have that opt-in page, picture of that or a video of that, of you scrolling through it or whatever, just to clarify things for people, okay? I've made ads where they've done really, really well, but for some reason, the opt-in just isn't working, no matter how many tweaks and optimizations I do to that page, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. So the next thing is actually bad or bot traffic in your ads, okay? So a lot of times competitors will pay for people to have bots, and there's a lot of bots, especially on Google, like when you do like search ads and things like that, there's a lot of bots that will click your ads and make you spend money. And some ads are a little bit more expensive per click than others. With Google ads, typically the cost per click is more expensive than Facebook. And so these bots, sometimes they can really, really hurt your campaign. And I've seen people who have literally stopped doing YouTube ads just because they can't figure out how to shake off these bots. So I'm just giving you some telltale signs that your ads are being affected by bots, okay? So first thing is that you have to look at your click-through rate and your view rate, okay? Especially your view rate, because view rate is very hard to bot without it being noticed. So for example, if you find that your ad has a 4% click-through rate on the first run, something's probably wrong there. I mean, it could be that your ad is really, really good, but when it comes to numbers like that, especially like in the beginning, when it's still learning, you have to really look at that closely and see if that actually makes sense for the quality of the ad or compared to other ads that you've seen other people run in similar niches, and just take a look at that, okay? Another thing is the view rate, okay? Like I said, the view rate, it's something that's very easy. So if you're seeing a view rate that's like 70%, 100%, 90%, something's wrong there. You're definitely getting bots to watch your videos, okay? That view rate should be around 20%, sometimes more, sometimes it could be 40%, sometimes it could be less, where it's 10%, 15%. But if it's anything like super high, that's like an outlier from that, then something's wrong and you could possibly be having bots in your account, right? How do we get rid of these bots? Okay, so one of the things that you can do is actually remove Google display traffic, okay? There is a code that you can insert in your exclusions tab on your Google ads, and maybe I'll make a specific video about that. Actually, I think I already do have a specific video about that, so I might link that in the description below. If I don't, then just ask me in the comments and I'll link that video down for you. But basically, there's a piece of like code or like kind of website code for Google ads where it blocks anybody that comes from mobile apps. Mobile apps are really just bad traffic, botted traffic. They're just bad traffic, okay? And YouTube ads, since it's in the Google platform, it's not just YouTube ads, it's display ads, it's video ads, right? That's how Google treats it. YouTube is just one of the platforms, which means that if you just run YouTube ads dry and you don't actually add these exclusions, you're gonna get a bunch of mobile app bot trash traffic, and also display traffic that's just running on other people's websites that's not YouTube, or just embedded ads, and you're just going to get bot clicks and bad clicks, and the opt-ins that you do get are going to suck because they're not good. Like anything that comes from display traffic, typically it's just bad. And we just turn it off. Most of my clients, if not all of them, have display traffic turned off for their YouTube ads, okay? Google ads are different. Like if you're doing Google ads, you're running an e-com business, display ads are good if you just do them the right way. But when it comes to YouTube ads and lead generation, especially for high ticket offers or running it to a core offer to warm people up for a higher ticket offer, it's not the way to go. Just take them off, or just do something else with your money, right? You can run Facebook ads or something. Just don't run those kind of display ads, okay? Another thing you can do for bad traffic, if you haven't already, is just turn off optimized targeting, and also turn off any TV screens or tablets in the targeting, because TV screens and tablets are notorious for being bad traffic, just like that display traffic. People aren't going to click on your ad if they see it on a TV screen. It just is what it is. They're not going to go and scan the QR code to get to your landing page. So you're going to have to just remove those, okay? So yeah, TV screens, and then also make sure tablets, same thing, remove that. You don't need that there. A lot of people, like if it's just tablet traffic, like most people don't use tablets. It's very bad because people can bot it very easily, and a lot of bad traffic just comes from there. So those are the 5 potential reasons as to why you may not be getting leads even though you're getting clicks from your YouTube ads, okay? So take a look at these reasons. If any of these things apply to you, make the necessary changes to fix that problem, okay? If you're getting bot traffic, fix the exclusions, fix the targeting, things like that. If you're getting people to like your ad, but they're not opting in, then take a look at your ad and also take a look at your actual opt-in page as well, and find the synergy between the two, okay? So I hope this helps, guys. If you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments below or DM me and I'll get back to you guys. If you guys find this insightful, then leave a like and share this with other people so that I know that this is actually helpful for you guys and I can make more content like this for you guys. So let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll see you in the next one.